Guys, what's going on? I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about my Brussels trip. I'm taking a day trip to Brussels, just one day, and I think the key thing about this trip is to help you free your mind. You're gonna take a short trip somewhere just to walk around, go to some stores, see something different from what you see in your day-to-day life, right? And you don't have to take like a week off or 2 weeks off vacation to do this. You can just go to the nearest city on any day. You don't need to wait for the weekend. Just take a day off from work and do it. It will help you free your mind and see things differently. What I want to talk also is about what to do when you're in the city. So when you're in a different city, you want to go to streets that not everyone goes. You don't want to go to a place where there's a lot of tourists. Of course you can do it, it's fun, but I highly recommend to you that you take maybe one or two streets that you don't know, go to websites such as Foursquare and things like that. And actually I had to take a coffee because I was feeling asleep. It's very comfortable and relaxing to walk around the city. And take just do something different, try it, and also try to socialize as much as possible when you're in a different town. It's more comfortable and there's no risk because you don't live there. People don't know you, so don't be afraid of saying something stupid. If you go to a store, to a restaurant, try to engage conversations, try to look at the products. If it's a store like a clothing store, the products they are selling, and comment on them. Just say that it's nice, that they have a good collection. It's a good way to engage a conversation, and then you feel more comfortable and confident with other people, and your journey looks like something cool. It's not like a show or something. You're actually learning things and you're having a good time as well. Also, there are a lot of stores in Brussels where you can find cool clothing, right? There are stores where the prices are lower than in Paris. So there's always something to learn. If you want to start a business, you can find a lot of business ideas in other countries, and you just have to, it's not really copying, but if it's working in a different country, there's probably a niche or market for that in your own country. So I highly recommend that you try these kind of things. Also, I went to Starbucks just because it's very convenient, but try to have coffee from somewhere else. To me, I think it's great to experience new drinks, new things, and also just check your calories, because you tend to eat a lot of fries and things like that. But that would be my advice when you go to a different location, a place you haven't been yet. Just make sure that you explore other parts of the city where people don't go. You can ask a local tourist agency, you can ask the city. They help you, they have some tourist information. Just go there for like 5 minutes and they are super nice. They're gonna tell you what to do. Just explain what you want to do. If you wanna work out, if you wanna go running, if you wanna go sightseeing, there are a lot of places that you don't know. Don't do the things that everyone does. You're not gonna learn anything. You can find that on Google Images or something. The other thing I wanna talk to you about is how to socialize in a very efficient way and don't look like you're desperate, don't look like you're trying too hard. If there's something that interests you, to take the example of the store, the shop, the clothing shop, if you like something, just say it. Say, oh, that's really good, and you'll see people want to hear that. The salespeople, the business owners, and it's really the best thing to do is to talk to the managers because they want to share their business, they want to share their adventure. They're excited about what they do, and they'll be happy to tell you about the products, how they set the brand. They'll probably give you things for free as well, samples. And then you make a connection. So as I would say, in real life and in social networking, it's the same idea. Socializing must be something, you have to be honest. You have to first see what other people are offering, what they're talking about on social medias, and you have to feel comfortable. You have to show that you like what they are doing, and then they will give that back to you. But first, when you start something, a business, social media, when you want to socialize with people, don't wait for them to like what you're doing. Be proactive. Go to their Instagram page, for instance, Facebook page, or whatever social media page, and comment, engage yourself, take a risk, and see what happens. And you'll see that you can get feedback from people who have a lot of followers, because if it's genuine, if it's honest, you'll always have feedback. So also in real life, it's the same thing, same approach. Don't hesitate to comment about someone. If you don't know what to say to, let's say, a girl or to someone you want to talk to, just say, no, I just really like your jacket, where did you get it from? And the conversation is going to flow. If the person wants to talk, it's going to flow. And usually, when someone says something nice about you and something indirect, then you want to talk. You know that the energy you're going to get from this social interaction is beneficial for both of you. My approach to networking in general is find some person that inspire you, and be very curious. Just try to understand where they come from, what they are doing, their message, and then go say it. I like what you're doing, even if it's a celebrity or something, someone right? And if it's honest, then people are gonna say, they're gonna see it's honest, they're gonna feel it, and they're gonna talk to you and share their experience. But don't be too obvious, don't be too generalistic. Try to find something very interesting in their profile, their story. For instance, I had this guy who was a very successful banker, but he was super humble, and I was a student, and he remembered my name after a few weeks, and I haven't talked to him. And I thought that's really being socially smart, is getting to know everyone. And that's the way it is. That's how people become famous, because they actually get the energy from other people, they get inspiration from others. And when you make people happy, when a famous person or celebrity recognize someone, then this person is, he likes you even 100 times more. So that's what you want to do. I think what I'm trying to do with my Instagram is, I see Instagram as a business for me, and also a business pleasure kind of thing, because I'm learning in the process. And you don't want to build 6 million followers. You want to have people that are going to engage in conversation and comments. So my approach to this Instagram thing, it's new to me, is to follow people I like, follow brands I like, and I take the time to answer, to comment what they are saying. So if you have 1 million followers, if you're following 1 million people, you can't do that, So it takes time to build this niche, this market. And I think this is the most important thing you have to think when you're building a social network, is to focus on building something real, honest, that's going to bring you value. Because if you just buy followers, what's the point, I can go to your following profile and see that there's only scams or fake profiles following you. So always quality before quantity in social and real life networking. So I'm going to continue this trip to Brussels, to places where people don't usually go, and I hope you enjoy it. Now we are in a very nice place if you're looking to get some workout done, or just some cardio, walking, or anything like that. It's the Brussels Park de Bruxelles, which is close to the central station. There are 3 stations in Brussels. There is the Gare du Midi, noon train station. There is the northern station and the central station. And just be careful, because there's not a subway line. There's a subway line linking the northern station and the Midi station, but not the central station. So it's actually very nice as you can see. Very pretty, big park in a nice neighborhood where you have, I believe, all the embassies and things like that. Super nice. And as you can see, it's very quiet right now. So you see, it's just 5-minute walk from the touristic places, and you can come here picnic, or if you're staying for a few days, you can come here and run, as I said before. Quite nice.